The fighter entering the ring to the red corner, representing AMC Pancration out of Seattle, Washington. 75 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. This fighter holds a mixed martial arts record of 7-2. Please welcome to the ring, Aaron representing the HOOKnSHOOT team, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. He holds a mixed martial arts record of 4-3. Please welcome to the ring, Alexandre Barros.
This one is clearly a fight that I am sure will quite possibly steal the show. Both of these guys are going to want to stand. Both of them know their way around the ground. Alexandre Barros, a protege, of course, of Marco Ruas, is fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He looks to be in the best shape of his fighting career. He also won, quite possibly, and I was there in person, the most brutal IBC tournament in Brazilian history. He defeated 3 men that night, but tonight he has 1 man on his plate, and that is that young man, Aaron Riley, out of Tell City, Indiana, currently fighting out of AMC Pancration in Seattle, Washington. Look at the stare down between these two. Riley looks quite a bit more intense here than he has in his previous fights as of late. Barros, one tough customer. He has fought the best in the game, in my opinion, Matt Hughes at 170 pounds. Only a couple of losses on Barros' record. Riley, of course, more famous for his losses than his wins. His 2 biggest losses were against Eve Edwards and Robbie Lawler, both of those going the distance. Quite frankly, in my opinion, made Riley a star. And we're set to go with a potential 1 of 3 rounds. Final instructions being given. Round number 1. Here we go. And I can bet you, oh, nice leg kick by Barros. Riley coming in, throwing his right jabs. He is a southpaw. Look at the nice sprawl. Trying to thwart the takedown of Barros, but Barros gets him down to the ground. Barros' trainer says he has trained harder for this fight and has taken it more seriously than any other fight he's been in his mixed martial arts career. Riley trying to go for that triangle. Barros keeping his left arm down, not letting Riley get that right leg through and around the neck. And Riley grabbing a hold of that left arm on Barros. Riley is one of those guys, he doesn't come necessarily, there's a way to win the fight, which may not be the most exciting way all the time, but Riley comes to fight. And winning is secondary to him, as he says he always wants to please the fans first. Barros has a noticeable size difference. Not sure how much weight he cuts. Riley only had to cut about 2 pounds. And some hammer shots thrown down from Barros. Barros will not give up. Man, the IBC I saw Barros fight in was, as I said before, one of the most brutal I've ever seen. I think 3 people broke their hands that night. 2 people lost teeth. I lost count of the stitches when it hit over 90. So it was quite intense as Barros intense in his efforts to pass Aaron Riley's guard. And Riley will always try to put his feet in the hips and push off and try to stand up. Doesn't like to wait. And there he goes. You got to watch out for that high knee from Barros. It almost connects. And here comes Riley with the boxing. Barros goes high, but it's deflected off the right arm of Aaron Riley. Nice leg kick. That one landed. Another deep one. Riley tries to catch it. Clinches. Throws a knee to the midsection. And that is where Riley's knees are very, very dangerous. In many of Riley's fights, another deep knee. Many of Riley's fights, the outcomes have been determined by those deep knees to the midsection that deplete all the oxygen out of the body. Even in fights where he was losing, he would come in later in the fight and land those knees and wear his opponent down. And a restart. Riley trying to throw the right again. And Riley gets the takedown. Now we see what Barros will have from his back. Riley trying to kick over, shoot his right hip through, but his arm is caught. Got to defend. Riley's left arm is caught, but he has it tucked away in a defensive position. Barros needs to jerk the arm out. Riley having it tucked away, trying to push the knee off, and that will relieve the pressure. That's one way. And here comes some ground and pound from Riley. Oh, nice upward bicycle kick from Barros. And if you know Aaron Riley, you know why he has the name of the Terminator. Oh, look out. Heel hook coming up. Barros escapes. Oh, and Barros went high. Big left hand from Alexandre Barros, but Riley still coming forward. Now it's Riley throwing shots. Knee to the midsection. And that is returned from Barros.